Hello there, children. This is Jude here with Lammy and Flossie for a bedtime story at the end of St. David's Day. So we're going to tell you a Welsh folk tale. Okay, you all snuggled up, ready to go? Here we go. It's called The Pedlar's Tale, and a peddler, children, was somebody who put a big bag on their back and they would walk from town to town and sell the things they had in their bag. Here we go. If you know the first bit, you can join in. Long, 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 long ago, far away from here in the Welsh valleys, there was a peddler, and he had put on his bag onto his back and off he went. Let's go. He walked and walked and walked and walked. He walked until his feet were really, really sore. And he came into a field and there was a big tall tree. And he thought, I'll have a rest. So he took his bag off his back and he leant against the tree and he closed his eyes. Ah, that's better, he said. Then he heard a sound. Hello, excuse me. And when he opened his eyes, he saw two little fairies with fluttering wings. Can you make your wings flutter? And they were fluttering around in front of him. Come on, you must come with us. Come quickly. What do you mean, come quickly? Said the man. He was rubbing his eyes. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. You must come. It's the Fairy King's birthday. Come on. And they took hold of the man's hands and they carried him all the way down to the centre of the earth. Are we ready? Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Right into the centre of the earth, which is where the fairy kingdom is. And when the man saw what was there, he could not believe it. Everywhere there were wonderful jewels and riches. The tables were made out of gold. So were the chairs. The plates and the cups and the knives and the forks were all made from silver. Diamonds hung from the windows. Sapphires, rubies, emeralds, everywhere. More jewels than he'd ever imagined in his whole life. He stood and he looked around. Goodness me. And over came the Fairy King. Welcome to my party, said the Fairy King. You may join us, eat, drink, and be merry with us. And so the man did. He ate the fine food and he drank the fine drink and he danced with the fairies. They danced around and around and they twirled and they spun until the man said, oh, I must rest. And he sat down and he enjoyed watching the fairies dance around the room. They were having such good fun. The Fairy King came over carrying a box and he said, I would like to give this box to you. To me, said the peddler. Yes, it is a gift from me to you, but you must promise never to tell anybody where you got it from. Do you promise? Oh, yes, I do, said the man. Very well, it is yours. And when the king opened up the box, it was full to the top of treasure. The man couldn't believe it. He'd never seen anything like it. Are you sure, Your Majesty? Yes, said the Fairy King, but remember the promise. Don't tell anyone where you got it from. Oh, I won't, said the man. And with that, the two little fairies took him by the hand and they carried him all the way back to the field. Let's go. He went up and up and up and up and up. And they left him under the tree and they went back down to the party. Well, the man sat under the tree, he rubbed his eyes. Did I imagine that? But no. The box was in front of him, and when he looked inside, it was still full of all the treasure. I must take this straight home. He got his bag, he put it on his back, and holding the box, he went home as quickly as he could. Let's go. He walked and walked and walked and walked and walked, and eventually he got home. His wife said, what are you doing back so soon? I thought you'd be gone all week. Oh, don't worry about that. I don't need to sell anything ever again. And he showed her what was inside the box. Where did you get that from? She asked. Oh, I can't tell you. I made a promise. Oh, go on, please. Just tell me. Where did you get it from? I can't. And he carried the box up the stairs and he put it under the bed. He came back down the stairs. His wife said, "Oh, go on. Please tell me where you got it from. I won't tell anybody. Please, why won't you tell me?" "I can't," said the man. "I made a promise." But his wife kept asking him, "Oh, go on. It's only me. Please, why won't you tell me? I don't think it's very fair that you won't tell me where you got it from." And eventually the man said, "Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Look, I met two fairies. They took me down to the fairy kingdom. I danced with the fairies. I ate their wonderful food. And the king of the fairies gave me the box and said, oh, as long as I didn't tell anybody where I got it from, I could keep it." The man ran up the stairs. He looked under the bed, but the box was gone. The fairies had heard that he'd broken their promise and they'd taken their treasure back. So this is my lesson to you, children. If you ever meet some fairies in the field and they take you down to the fairy kingdom and give you a box of treasure, don't tell anybody where you got it. The end. Oh, children, we hope you enjoyed that story. Myself, Lammy and Flossie. Now it's time to snuggle up and go to sleep. Take care.